Alistair edged him slightly in the second.
No, I mean, I agree with this, close the draw, but Remi is not looking confident.
No, not at all.
Tyrone Spahn and everybody else is yelling at him to pick up his game, and right now he has to.
Now, interestingly as well, Remi seems to be breathing quite heavily out of his mouth. Sticks the jab. Where are the aerial techniques of Remi Bonьяски? Where are the jumping knees? Where are the jumping round kicks? And another display of strength as Alistair just throws him to the canvas like yesterday's garbage.
The other question is Remi doubting himself in there, knowing that, Alistair knocked out Butter. Now, does he think, because Alistair's making it difficult for him, is he starting to question himself? I don't know. Because he's definitely not performing the way
late blow. Acting. He's back up. Strange that Alistair didn't receive a warning there from Calcutta for the late blow. High knee from Alistair.
Caught him. That hurt Remi.
This is not the Remi Bonьяski we would have expected, and he's really got to lift his game plan with 2 minutes 5 remaining. Good right hand there from Alistair. Nice parry of the round kick from Alistair.
And the thing is, Alistair's getting more and more confident.
Right hand lead from Remi. Seems to have relied a lot more on his hands here tonight, Remi, and it's not working for him, Ray. He's left the leg kick seemingly at home.
Well, he hasn't got his feet underneath him, so I feel like, I think he can't move, and, and if you don't have your legs underneath you, you can't do much, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
Under half a round remaining. Checks the low kick to Alistair. Nicely done. He timed it well and again dumps him.
And that's that's a Thai technique. I would have thought that, Kakuta would have warned Alistair.
Won't score. And you know what Alistair just did as well? He did a tip kick to the thigh. He's really worked his Muay Thai in preparation for this one. Oh, Remi catches him! Remi catches him! The right hand!
Actually, that came from the knee just before that.
Knee right hand from Remi Bonьяski. Alistair's down. And the pendulum has finally swung.
Well, that really saved Remi, to be honest.
If you can see out the round now, Remi, not do anything silly.
Keep it straight. Remi needs to keep those punches straight down the center. Aim for his chest rather than his head.
Alistair comes forward. Wild uppercut. Desperation stuff now from Alistair, perhaps. As Ray said, that knockdown will save it for Remi. Fires a right hand again.
Remi needs to step back and throw that right hand. Even though he doesn't have a left hook, throw it.
Alistair comes forward, may go for a jumping knee of his own. He's got to do something here. But time is the enemy. It should be a 10-8 round for Remi Bonьяski in the final, which will tip it in his favour, Ray. That said, though, if the knockdown had come,
he would have lost that fight.
I hate to say, but he would have lost that fight. It just wasn't the Remi that we expected.
No, absolutely not. But there's 2 rounds. I think it's a draw, correct?
Correct. It was 20 points
so
apiece after 2. So
this may go an extra round.
Well, no. If Remi gets a 10-8 on all 3 judges' scorecards, then it'll make it 30-28.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yeah, that's right.
So here it is again. Right hand on a downward 45-degree trajectory to the jawline of Alistair. And down you go. The one opening that typifies Remi's fight style. He found it and he capitalized on it. 30-28 Remi, says the first judge. It should be that across the board.
Right, Remi would have won.
30-28, says the second judge. Remi has defended the honour of K1. And look at this, the Oscar. He is now shoving in the face of Alistairs Overim.
Well,
you know what though, Remi can be proud that he won, Ray, but I didn't think that he won in any great fashion to really write home about.
No, it wasn't. I mean, honestly, it wasn't.
Apart from a knockdown, it would have gone either Alistair's way or an extension round.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't like criticizing fighters, and the thing is, Remy is the current K1 champion, but, and again, it could be one of those off nights, but he did not look like, the sharp Remy, the Remy that really wants to go out there and win.
He looked lethargic.
He looked tired.
He was out of breath after 2 rounds, breathing heavily through his mouth as he came out to the 3rd round, and it was just the fact that Alistair gave him this opportunity by crouching down and dropping his left glove, and Remy only needs a split second. That's the experience of Remi Bondyaski, and he capitalized on it. Had that knockdown not come, may have been a whole different story.
Well, no, absolutely. It probably would have gone an extra round, but even then, that would have been dangerous also. Again, I'm sure fortunate for Remy, he's actually pulled it off, and he's won this fight. But the heavyweight title by far was more exciting.
It was
the tournament itself.
Now, that said, Ray, we've seen Alistair now go a 3-round fight in K1. Do you see a future for Alistair under these rules, or should he stick predominantly to mixed martial arts? I mean, it's very hard to swing at top level between K1 and Dream. Very difficult to maintain that lifestyle.
Well, absolutely. I mean, me personally, I think for Alistair, I think he should stick to MMA because, he's very good at that game. If he wants to start a K1 career, it's a big ask. And for sure, there's the likes of Peter. I love to be in there with him also and everybody else. Because he's a big guy, but he's not the most skillful guy.
Well, I know you were saying yesterday as well, you said if there was any chance that Remy had lost tonight, you were going to be the first one to put your hand up and say you wanted to pull it back for K1 and fight Alistair.
Absolutely. And nothing against Alistair. I mean, but just the fact that if he did win against Remy, it would have been a great fight. For him, I think personally he needs to stick to MMA. I mean, it's possible that he can still have a few fights here and there in the K1 division.
Right, let's take a look back at the card here tonight. What a monumental night it's been. A totally stacked card, a lot of drama, some great knockouts, some controversial decisions. I guess the highlight of the night had to be Keijiro Maeda emerging as the K1 World's Heavyweight Champion, particularly knocking out Melvin Manoff in the 1st round. I mean, that was just a brutal knockout that nobody expected, Ray.
Truly amazing. Again, he made me a believer tonight, and he made me a fan because I never ever thought that he was going to perform the way he did. I never thought he was going to knock out Melvin Manoff, who just knocked out Mark Hunt. And that itself is a huge, huge name to have to add to your list.
Let's throw it out there then, Ray. Badr Hari, Keijiro Maeda. How would you see a fight like that going down?
Badr Hari is another killer fish. For example, he's a lot taller. He's strong. Everything he throws is going to... But by saying that, Maeda, if he keeps his calm and he fights like the way he did against Gokhan Saki, there's absolutely a possibility that he could win that fight.
And for me, another highlight here tonight, Ray, was Peter Ertz, 38 years old, defeating a man 16 years younger than him in Errol Zimmerman, and showing all those new K1 fans that haven't seen much of Peter and wrote him off after his loss to Badr Hari in December, that he's still got what it takes to trade with the very best and the youngest.
Absolutely. Tonight he was 38 years young. And again, as Peter, he came out here and he proved to everybody that he can mix it, and he's still there, one of the best fighters in the world.
Well, folks, it has been an epic night here at the Yokohama Arena. We have officially kicked off the Fields K1 World Grand Prix 2009 series. Our congratulations to Keijiro Maeda, the new K1 World's Heavyweight Champion, and also Glaube Feitosa, Everton Teixeira, and all the other winners here tonight. From myself, Mike